What's going on, everybody? I'm pro singer David Braley, singer-entertainer based out of Phoenix, Arizona, and today we're checking out more from Wing, this time accompanied with Hiss. This is their tune together called Sailor. Here we go.
Rising through the night, reach for the light, set to ignite. No fear at the sight, keep my mind tight, wings taking flight. It's time to rewrite my state of mind, now I'm aligned. On the edge of this race, I'm gonna keep going, roaring.
Gosh, so much going on. They've got to be doubling up on something just because it sounds stronger. Like when they're doubling up on something, maybe they're both doing the bass or maybe and the melody bit, and then someone else is adding the click clocks. But it sounds so full, and then it adds like really cool dynamic when they do something in unison, and then spread. It adds a nice dynamic. Yeah.
The waves are rough, and no one left. Still I remain on the edge of these waves. I'm gonna keep growing.
Oh man. Okay, how does he do that? What? Like, how does that? Because that is lips. That's nuts. That sounds so realistic to the synthesizer. So good. It almost sounds like throat singing. Oh, how they kind of bring the fader in. Like, what? Is he inhaling? God, that's heavy. Oh, that's a sick thing. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Like, what? I mean, I couldn't even stop. I couldn't find a place to stop. Because normally I stop and I talk about something that went on, and I stop and I let go, and then I stop and I talk about something else. And I can't, because they're doing it, and then it changes. Kind of, they go from verse, or like from A structure to B structure to A structure to C structure and all this, and they're kind of short. So it continues to change, and it's hard, and I'm just floored by it. Like the low bass notes, like just stupid low notes that don't sound like they're coming from the voice. It sounds like someone's doing it with their lips somehow, but maybe inhaling. Again, I'm deconstructing this the wrong way around, backwards. I'm trying to deconstruct it rather than learn it from the base up, which is probably the better way to learn. And I mean, I'm not learning about this for myself. I will never be a beatboxer. That will never be something that will be my forte. I could mess around a little bit and make it serious, silly sounds or something like that, but never consider myself even remotely good enough with rhythms to become a beatboxer, and also the amount of practice it takes to do stuff like that. What a lot of people, especially a lot of people from even like in my genre, my neck of the woods. I have background in musical theater. I perform stage production shows and solo concerts and stuff like that all over the world. But some people in my area would look, some professional musicians would look down upon a beatboxer, just going, yeah, it's a cute little trick, like it's a party trick. But they don't realize the amount of hard work that goes into this and how deeply skilled these individuals are with beats, with percussion, with the ability to control three or two, three, four sometimes different sounds at one go on one constant strain of breath, both in and out, allowing yourself to breathe. That's an art form that takes practice. And I mean hours and hours and hours in front of a mirror, just practicing these sounds and I could only imagine what it was like for the originators of this, doing this and kind of coming up with it on their own. Now people have there's a library of techniques to choose from. You could take a look and you could look at the bass. There's like 17 different ways on how to make a bass sound, all different styles and all different sounds and textures, and that never existed for the people and the guys in the 80s that were doing this sort of thing. And that's really like kind of where it blossomed up, hip hop music from the 80s when they're doing, sitting on the curb and doing freestyle rap. They had someone lay down a beat and that someone was the beatboxer. And it just went from there and turned into this epic, just ridiculous arrangement of awesomeness, just really, they took it and ran. People took that and ran with it, because what you get now is comparable to what you listen to at clubs. If I was sitting at a lounge or a club or a bar or something and this came on in the background, I wouldn't think anything different of it besides, oh, it's probably just another EDM tune or something, and I would just go about my business being, tapping my foot, being lightly entertained at this in the background and just drinking my beer and going along with it. It's that good. It would confuse me, or it would blend in so well with what is actually the synthesized EDM music. It just blends in so well that I wouldn't notice a difference if it was played next to it, to be honest with you. And that's impressive. That's incredibly impressive. So yeah, tip of the cap to anybody who follows this and practices, and even on an amateur scale. This shit is hard, and it's no joke. It seems like a lot of fun once you get it down. Guys, I had a blast with this tune. I hope you did too. Until next time, I'll catch you all on the flippity flop. Cheers, guys. Bye.